Hi friends, it is still the evening of day 1, but the start of vlog for day 2. So I'm currently editing, well, my day 1 vlog is rendering right now. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to start watching some Rurouni Kenshin. And what I've decided to do is actually to start over. Some of the first parts of the anime I haven't watched in so long that I want to kind of refresh everything. So I'm going to watch the first 6 episodes to take in my book to movie adaptation challenge. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to watch at least one episode of that tonight before I go to bed. And then maybe read a little bit more in Ink and Bone. It'll depend on... My husband's downstairs and just enjoying some video game time, so it'll be a while before he comes to bed. So I think I'm going to just enjoy this time. Have a little birthday cake enlightened ice cream for my little treat tonight. These are lower calorie, higher protein, so I tend to like them a little bit better. I don't feel so guilty eating it. So that's going to be my plan. I'm going to do some Rurouni Kenshin. I'm going to get this vlog uploaded for you guys. And I don't know how much of that I'm going to actually vlog tonight, but I thought you'd actually like to know what I'm up to. So that's kind of the plan. Good morning, friends. It is day 2 of Booktubeathon. Woohoo! So today is not going to be super book heavy. Today is mostly going to be time with the hubs to celebrate my birthday, because my birthday's tomorrow, if you didn't know. So, anyways, the plan this morning, it's somewhere between 7:30 and 8. I don't remember right now. But the plan this morning is to go to a movie. It'll most likely be Incredibles 2, because that's the one my husband would enjoy more, I think, of the two that we were thinking of. The other one was Hotel Transylvania 3, which I kind of want to support in theaters just because it's not Disney.
Go Gendy.
I feel like if it's not Disney, people just gloss over it, even though they've been some of my favorite movies. I mean, The Book of Life is one of my favorite animated movies of all time. But it's not Disney, and so a lot of people don't even know it's out there. Everybody was raving about Coco, and I'm just like, but Book of Life is better! So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. The plan is most likely Incredibles 2 this morning. Unless, the theater looks like it's going to be crazy packed. Then we'll go to Hotel Transylvania 3, because we don't like crowds. And then from there, we will go grab lunch, which will be a bit of a drive if we're going to my favorite place. So, it's my birthday celebration, so I hope we're going to my favorite place. And then, last night, we did a bunch of family stuff, and my younger brother was sweet beyond sweet and got me Amazon gift cards so that I can buy myself books. Because he's awesome and he loves me like that. So I've got some decisions to make on that. But yeah, I'm just really, really excited about things. Today's just going to be nice. So Booktubeathon plans, I've been kind of rambling so far, is last night before I went to bed, I did watch 2 of my 6 episodes of Rurouni Kenshin. And I forgot how much I love the beginning of this journey, because I'm so far into it in the manga now that I just forget how much I love the beginning. So it's fun to go back to the beginning of the anime series and watch it again. So yeah, I've got 4 more episodes to go. We'll probably do that later today and just knock those out. Let me grab my book. And then I would love to finish Ink and Bone today. That's the ultimate goal, is to finish this. I'm about 100 pages in, and I've got about 250 pages left. So after we get back from the movie and from lunch, we'll either watch some Kenshin together, which I might need a break from staring at a screen for a bit, and that'll also we'll be going on an adventure for my lunch, because where I like to go to lunch, the closest one is about a half an hour away from us, where we used to live before we bought our house. So, sadly, there's not one closer to us. But yes, so, movie, lunch, reading, Kenshin. That's kind of the plan so far today. Okay, so we just got out of Incredibles 2. It's about noon where we're at. And I have to say, I felt like the wait was worth it. I know that that's not how everybody's felt about this movie, and I'm pretty sure my husband didn't feel that way. But it's one of those things where I love that they picked up immediately where they left off. They didn't have this huge lag time in between. I liked that they did that a lot. I do like that we had a little more emphasis on Elastigirl's powers, because I always thought hers were super cool. So I like that we got to see that more in action, not in the shadow of Mr. Incredible, which was really cool for me, at least. And there was this thing where they talked about Jack not having powers, but at the end of the first Incredibles movie, Jack had his powers. Like, that's not new news. So did somebody just forget when they were writing the script? I don't know. That seemed to be a recurring thing, that nobody knew the baby had powers, but we all did. So that felt a little redundant to me throughout the movie. If I had to give it a star rating, it's probably 4 out of 5. Parts of it I liked better than the original, and other parts I didn't. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I think the original is probably a 4-star for me as well. So I think it's on par with the original. I don't think it's better, but I don't think it's worse.
Oh, I get it, because his name is Bob Hart.
Oh, haha, I wasn't trying to be punny, but there you go. Okay, husband, your thoughts?
My thoughts? Probably a 2.5 star.
Really?
Really bad.
Why?
Well, the writing... Okay, well, first of all, let's talk about the good things. The action sequences are amazing. I love some of the focuses, just like you talk about, Elastigirl's powers, talking more about, more about the baby's powers, all that kind of stuff. I like the action sequences. I like sort of the thought processes that they kind of went through during the movie. The discussion
and the Edna
parts.
Mode stuff was perfect as always. Edna Mode is always my favorite.
That was amazing. So they had bits and parts of the movie that was great, and that's why I'm not giving it a 0. My biggest problem is that the writing was crap. Just
Really?
pure crap. The whole, is this a spoilery video or no?
Probably not.
Okay. The whole main sequence, the overarching story for the whole movie, not the individual little pieces that kind of make it up, but it's just the whole overarching story. I knew the moment one woman talked, the first time she talked, I knew that she was going to be the main piece. And as soon as we saw Elastigirl save her first, her first thing, I knew exactly how she was doing it and the whole motivation and everything. They spoiled it. They tried to put in these tiny little, hints as to who it is, but they're not tiny little hints. They're big old giant spoilers. I watched almost the whole movie knowing exactly how it would end.
But it's a kid's movie.
It doesn't matter.
It's not supposed to be brilliant.
It's not supposed to be brilliant. It's correct. However, maybe you don't hint at things that spoil the whole thing in the first 15 minutes of the movie.
The original did that too. That's why I say it's right on par with the original.
You still can't do that in a movie. Not especially something like The Incredibles, where it's supposed to go to have a mystery. If you're going to have the whole thing as kind of like mysterious, You can't go after the main villain and know exactly that it's not really the main villain.
But again, it's a kid's movie. It's a lot harder for a kid to figure this stuff out.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Okay, well, let's not open up that can of worms, because I enjoyed it.
There's parts of it I enjoyed too, but the whole overarching story was crap.
And I think he'll always feel that way. Anyways, know that I enjoyed it at least. I can appreciate it for what it is. So now we are off to my favorite restaurant to get us some lunch. Since we're already out and about, rather than going home for a while and then going back out for dinner, it just makes sense to go to lunch because we're already out. So that's gonna be our plan. We love to go to Longhorn Steakhouse. That's kind of like our place. When we were living in the area that we're headed to, we tended to go there quite a bit. Steve first introduced me to Longhorn when we were dating because it was in the area that he lived in. It was a restaurant he loved. So it's one of those things where it's just kind of become our place, even though there's not one closer to us. So we always just drive to the one where he used to live. Well, we used to live. He lived there longer. And that apartment never truly felt like mine. But that's okay. So, anyways, that's where we're headed. And we're going to enjoy our meal. And then it's back to the house for reading and Rurouni Kenshin. Hello, friends. So we are well into the afternoon at this point. I am now about 200 pages into Ink and Bone. This is very different than I was expecting it to be, but I'm still really enjoying it. I can definitely tell it's a YA fantasy series, but I really like how they're incorporating the storyline with the Great Library of Alexandria and all those kind of things. Like, it's really kind of fantastic. It's a very clever magic system. It's a very clever storyline. And it's very much steeped in, like, war culture and about how people can feel very differently about books. Because according to the Library of Alexandria, there shouldn't be copies of anything. And then there are people like me who are book collectors who want to add to their libraries. And so one of our characters is a smuggler where he smuggles books for people, for his family. And that's been a really interesting storyline. And then there are various people, they call them burners, where they're like activists and they burn books, which is crazy. And then they have these things called ink lickers, where they actually like eat the pages of books and end up with blackened teeth. Like, it's really kind of gross. And it's disturbing at the very least, because they have to just make the books part of them, and it's just kind of weird. But I really like our cast of characters. I really feel like they all have interesting backstories. And I don't think... Oh, sorry. I don't feel like we're really glossing over any details either, which makes it really, really nice. So I think it'll be, I'm more than halfway through at this point. A little more than halfway through. I should be able to get another good chunk of this read today. I'm getting a little bit tired, so I'm either going to take a nap or I'm going to Beat Saber for a little bit, get my blood pumping, and kind of go from there. It's actually just about 3 p.m. right now, and I still have another 6 hours worth of time that I'll be vlogging and such. I might actually start working on the vlog a little bit this afternoon as well as kind of a break. But I've got about 150, 160 pages left at this point in the book, so there's a good chance that I will finish this today because I still have a good chunk of time, which is really nice. I am now officially all red and sweaty from doing Beat Saber for the last 45 minutes, and it felt amazing, by the way. It was my workout for today, and it makes me happy, so I'm going with it. Anyways, now that I've done that to kind of wake myself up, I'm going to continue reading, and then most likely take a shower, and then go run my errands. Hi, friends. So I am now about 90 pages from the end of Ink and Bone, so I will definitely get this finished today. It's about 4:30 now, so it's been a good 45 minutes or so since my last check-in. And this one's going, it's flying for me, honestly. I'm averaging about 2 pages a minute at this point, and I'm really okay with that. I'm really enjoying the journey that is Ink and Bone. I will definitely be continuing on in the series, unless this takes a really cliche ending. So far, it's not been a super cliche story. I mean, there's some romance and stuff in it, but it's not been a super big cliche yet. So I have really been enjoying my read of this one. So, hi friends. So I just finished Ink and Bone while they were detailing my car, and I ended up really liking this. This is probably like a 4 or 4.5 star read. I'm leaning towards 4.5 stars. It's not quite a 5 stars. There were a couple of cliches that I didn't necessarily love, but all in all, it was a really good book, especially considering it was YA and it was written years ago, because the 4th book in this series came out this year. Anyways, I was thoroughly impressed with how this one went down. I don't feel like it was nearly as angsty as some of the other ones that I've read recently, so I am really just very happy with that. So tonight, I'm probably not going to vlog anymore. I'm going to watch 4 more episodes of Kenshin with my husband tonight, and then we're probably just going to snuggle up and watch a movie. So I think I'm going to end the vlog here for today. I know it wasn't incredibly super exciting because I didn't vlog a ton, but I just wanted you guys to know that reading is going very well. 4 books down in 2 days. That lets me relax the rest of the week, which makes me super happy because, like I said, I've switched one to the audiobook, so I'll probably finish that on the trip. And then I'm taking my 2 other books with me as well. I've already packed them. So, yeah, I am just really pleased with how everything's gone down and how I've been able to accomplish everything that I've wanted to in these first 2 days of the readathon, because then the rest of the week I can take it easy. I've got my trip. It's going to be easier for me to spend the evenings with my husband, and I can just read a little bit at work, do most of my reading Sunday, and that'll be all of my challenges met for the readathon. So I'm pleased so far. We'll see how the trip goes, and thanks guys. I will talk to you. I don't know if I'll post tomorrow's vlog tomorrow. It might not get posted till Thursday because I don't think I'm going to take my laptop on this trip. I will vlog it, but I don't think I'm going to take my laptop to edit it. So I will edit it when I get back. So yeah, I will see you guys Thursday.